afternoon, good evening, whenever you're finding this message or this message finds you. Hello, beautiful souls. As we get the candle's already going in the corner, right? The camera ready. How have you guys been? It's been forever since we've been able to connect as a collective. Thank you to everyone who has been signing up for personal soul sessions and things of that nature. I believe we're almost all caught up. If you haven't gotten your confirmation as to when your session, check your email. Since the Lionsgate portal ended, so around, not around the 12th, around the 12th, Sugar Honey Iced Tea literally hit the fan. So many of you have been reaching out to me. So many of the Soul Tribe have really been going through it these past couple of weeks, especially these past couple of days when we were really in the throes of eclipse season. These past 2 weeks have been so transformative for so many of you guys. It's literally making my head spins, but it feels like we're about to all get a moment to breathe. Because once we get through this last eclipse, right? Once we get through this moment, things are going to start to settle down. Things are going to start to finally fall into place. Some of you guys have been going through these extreme day and night 180-degree turns in your life. And even though we got the heads up to be prepared for all of the changes that are coming, I don't think anybody was quite prepared for how the changes, the very quick changes, actually showed up. I was leave you guys hanging for tonight's lunar eclipse, even though there is a storm going out on outside. You and I are together, and we're going to get into these messages. Thank you for spending this part of your day with me, Spirit, and the Soul Tribe. I pray that everyone that needs to hear a message about what this lunar eclipse, this super duper life changing lunar eclipse in Pisces is bringing for the collective. We're going to do the collective message first, and then we're going to get into the tea for the signs. It's no coincidence that this Piscean lunar eclipse, full moon, is happening Thursday into Friday. So we have Jupiter energy mixing with Venus energy, the planet of expansion, luck, and success, mixing with the planet of love and the Benjamins, right? A lot of you have seen or have gotten the heads up about how your stability is changing, how your finances are about to change. How is home changing for you? Do not forget Pisces, and we love a Pisces. As the last sign of the zodiac, they have 1 foot here on earth and 1 foot here in the astral. They go through the most changes to get them to awaken to their divine purpose, their divine gifts, the things that they are supposed to be doing. By the way, I know I missed a whole bunch of birthdays. Happy belated birthday to my Leos as well as my Virgos. This Piscean energy has forced the collective in one way or another to really take that deep dive into their spiritual journey, into their own divinity. And with the downloads I've been receiving today, a lot of the masculines have really been going through it, finally surrendering to their spiritual gifts, to their Enoch. We haven't spoken about Enoch in a long time. That's another story for another day, or maybe it'll come up in the messages. This moment, while we're having this eclipse, Neptune is retrograde. We have a Cassimi going on just before we have the actual lunar eclipse tonight, right? We have Saturn retrograde. There's a lot of karmic justice being sent. There's a lot of revelations being made. There's a lot of people confessing. It broke my heart, but I already knew, right? The whole yada yada situation, her and her husband, and what was actually going on. We knew that from the beginning. And it was denial after denial after denial, but I'm very proud that she has actually not just admitted to the collective, but admitted to herself that regardless of the glamour and glitz, she was in a bad situation and is doing what she needs to do to keep herself and her children safe. I just pray that she keeps going. She's not the only one in that energy that during this eclipse season had to make a hard decision when it comes to their stability, their peace, and how they get their money. What the things that you guys have been praying for, hoping for, wishing for, requires you to be in total alignment. There's no more room for good enough. There's no more room for, oh, I'm just going to suck it up because I think this is how it's supposed to be. Our God, the Most High, is such a loving creator that He wants, she wants, they want only the absolute best for you. This Pisces full moon, the past 2 weeks have been all about making it clear that you need to want the absolute best for yourself, ready or not. It's coming. That being said, hi, my beautiful souls. Through the corner of my eye, I see my beautiful longtime Soul Tribe members coming into the chat. Hi, my babies. Ooh, you've got some news boiling that I can't share. Just yet. I can't, but when I can, oh, I'm gonna be so excited. So many beautiful changes are going on, and I feel like a proud mama at kindergarten graduation, watching all her little ones march across the stage. You guys make me so very proud. Keep going because I promise you, those of you who have been doing the work, the best is yet to come. And starting tomorrow, we're going back to the sunrise sessions, right? So we'll be on like around 6 o'clock in the morning, Eastern Standard Time, to get those angelic downloads out to the collective. And whenever we could catch the afternoon crew, we'll do that too. Holy Spirit, what does the collective need to know on this beautiful? I don't like that came out in reverse. But what do we need to know on this Thursday, right? This Jupiter day, right? What's going on? What is shifting? What is changing? And Thursdays we honor the divine feminine, so we'll get a message from them as well. Divine feminines. What does the collective need to know on this Thursday? And please feel free to put any thoughts, any feelings, any questions that you're having as the messages come out into the chat. Feel free to share this message, right? Share the live with anybody that needs to know something about this full moon, new moon that we're going to have. It's happening 9-ish Pacific Standard Time after midnight here on the East Coast. Check your local time. Holy Spirit, what is the vibe on this Thursday? What is the vibe of this lunar eclipse in Pisces? Pisces especially have been, it feels like, you know that ping pong game at the arcade, right? Where you just shoot the pinball, not ping pong, right? Goes back and forth. Pisces, other mutable placements as well, right? Sagittarius, Gemini, um, I feel like Pisces, Sagittarius, Gemini have really been going through it. Pisces, because it feels like you guys have had a bunch of eclipses in your sign over the past 2 years. And if you have Gemini and Sagittarius placements as well, you've really been going through the ringer. But everything was working together to help you realize who you are, your purpose in the world, and how to manifest that happily ever after that you've been hoping for, wishing for, and dreaming of. I forgot to pull a tarot, so we'll get one of those as well. Thank you for spending this part of your day, afternoon, evening with me, Spirit, and the Soul Tribe. Last but not least, what else does the collective need to know about this lunar eclipse? We'll start here because it's quite messy, right, on this top half. I pray that everyone who's here watching us live and everyone who watches this on the replay gets the message that they need to hear to help them along their journey. Any negative energy sent my way or to the way of the collective is instantly turned into peace, blessings, and prosperity. Ashe. Many are called, few are chosen. Those of you who know that you are a chosen one, you've gotten some kind of confirmation, you've gotten some kind of receipt, like you've always known that you were supposed to be this big superstar in life. You were supposed to have this amazing life, but it feels like you take 2 steps forward, 3 steps back, 2 steps forward, 10 steps back, right? 5 steps forward, another 3 steps forward, and then 20 steps back. That period, that cycle has come to an end, especially if you are on the other side of your Saturn return. Expect, demand, command, declare and decree that things are going to get better for you. And don't let anybody, I don't care if it's your mother, tell you that you should be doing this, you should feel away. Oh, that's your sister, that's your this, that's your that. You should be, Some of you are walking away from the battle, not even walking, limping away, dragging that one good foot behind you from the battlefield, bruised but not broken. Remember that. Remember everything it took to get this win as you put your season of L's behind you. This vacay card was screaming at me when it fell out, and it fell out with puzzled, love affair, blocked. I don't want to do a love reading because it's Thursday, but with the downloads we've been getting, there's a lot going on when it comes to love, especially if you're dealing with a Pisces, a Virgo, a Capricorn, Gemini, Sagittarius. Going back to what was said at the beginning, divine masculines really getting that upside their head. Life has really been lifing for folks that refuse to step into their spiritual purpose. Yes, we have this thing called free will, but if you are asking for peace and blessings and stability and you're not walking in your purpose, how are they going to bring it to you? A lot of masculines, their guides had tried to lead them down the road of least resistance, but them suckers are hard headed as, you know what I wanted to say. A hard head makes a soft what? They're tired of life knocking them around. This person that some of you have blocked, you have their socials blocked, and you've done such a good job of pulling your energy back, you don't even realize that they have experienced loss after loss after. Some of them are walking homeless in the street. Some of them literally do not have a roof over their head. Or if they do, they have just that and nothing else. And they're not only facing the repercussions of what they did to you or not walking in their path, but they are facing the repercussions of everything they did as you get ready to live your happily ever after. We've been hearing that some masculines and feminines that, weren't doing the right thing, they have this last moment to make things right, and they're going to make things right. But the others of them, their story, especially those who couldn't get rid of the karmics, those who couldn't get their lust in check, they're really, really going to have a hard time over the next 10 years. In the very least, crossing that energy, we have occupation, right? I believe this one is to come out upright, but that King of Wands, the devil with the karmic energy, the toxic cores. Now, when we are kids and we're having fun and we're learning out what it means to be an adult, having fun. We're figuring it out, right? 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 25. But at what point do we say, okay, I'm ready to grow up? At what point where are we willing to put our childish ways behind us? This Capricorn energy, Taurus energy, Leo energy, someone who liked being the life of the party, liked being the man. This is someone who can manifest abundance by snapping their fingers. They have like a natural gift and they used it the wrong way. This is why they're homeless. Our gifts, as beautiful as they are, for one, they're not just for us, okay? They're for us to help ourselves and help others in the way that the Most High has ordained it to be, right? We can't be young, fly, and flashy forever. There comes a point where we have to say, wow, right? I have this amazing ability to do da 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 da. What should I be doing with it? Rather than trying to keep up with the Joneses or impress the peanut gallery. Some of you, especially if you are a chosen one, you are that high priestess, you are that healer, you're like me, you are that mystic. Your person is that in the opposite form. And they didn't realize it because they were too busy tending to their vices, dealing with those karmics that keep coming up in the readings. But it has gotten to the point where it's now or never. This karmic lifestyle, the toxic lifestyle, is literally going to be the death of them. That hierophant, that traditional aspect of really following your calling. This is why the serendipity card is in the reverse. I get it now because I don't like serendipity. Serendipity talks about good luck and abundance just flowing. It can't flow if you're not walking in your purpose. It can't find you at the strip club. It just won't. Clarified by stop. I had to take a breather. I have to ground myself real quick because we have you could hear it thundering outside. We have a storm going out. So for all y'all to come through, right, with storms, and even though it came out in reverse, it feels like this reversal is about the wrath. It's about a mother's frustration that her kid just can't get it right. No matter how many times they are corrected, no matter how many times they are shown the right way to go, they are hell bent on going the wrong way. So she's just like, fuck it, go. When you have loss after loss after loss, don't come looking for me because you have put this on yourself. This masculine is not even looking at their purpose. Some people, like with the Yada situation, use their spiritual title. Where's that Hierophant, right? Their spiritual gift to say, I'm this person. All others bow down. Regardless of your title, that's not how it goes. That's not how it's supposed to be used. Just because you have this gift, that doesn't give you the power to exert power and control, which is a abuse dynamic, by the way, over everyone and everything, because you are bent on living that, where's that devil card? That toxic lifestyle. There it is, right? These storms that are blowing through, not just the physical storms that we're going through, right? But the cosmic storm with Neptune retrograde, Saturn retrograde, right? We went through the Lionsgate portal and now we're just about through eclipse season. Those of you who haven't gotten that get right yet, sorrows, prayers. I wish y'all the best because it's about to get really fucked up for those that are not following their dreams, following their intuition. They are so busy being concerned with what man wants, they forget about their spiritual purpose, or they're using their gifts in the wrong way. Their own ancestors and guides are coming through to correct them. It's not you or your magic or return to senders. No, we're past that. We are way past that. People who have been using the orishas, the loas, the disciples, the angels, the saints, the goddesses, the gods in vain, oh, they are going to feel the full wrath of that mistake. And you, my dear, have a front row seat as to how all of that is going to play out. Side note, people who have been spiritually attacking you, people who have been trying to prevent you from living that happily ever after, keeping you in that energy of moving 2 steps forward, 5 steps back, 20 steps forward, 50 steps back, you will hear about this accident, this fallout, this loss, this tragedy. You're going to be like, oh my, what did they do? They did the worst. Just know that what they are receiving is exactly what they wished for you. This is why months ago you were specifically asked not to do the return to sender, not to do the eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, because your guides were going to take care of it. Your ancestors were going to take care of it. And baby, they are taking care of it. Next, we have, I feel like all of that is for like two of y'all. Next, we have chaos and conflict. As if the past 2, 3 weeks weren't bad enough, it feels like the next 6 weeks or so, especially the next 6 months. But definitely the next 6 weeks is going to be more of that energy of transformation, of hard changes, of things quickly being shifted from one place to another place, right? Living in New York today, being moved to California tomorrow. Don't worry about the how. The how is going to present itself. It's going to be a chaotic shake up to not only restore you, but to bring you that happily ever after. Some of you, with the soul forgiveness as you're going through the storm towards your wish fulfillment aid, right? As your guides are sitting you down and showing you everything you need to know for that journey, forgive yourself. Forgive who you were that accepted the things that you now look back on and say, you know what, I got myself into that situation. I should have done this. I should have, because we know hindsight is what they say, 2020, right? Playing Monday quarterback, right? Thinking about all the things you could have done. You're right. We could go down the list of all the things that you could have done, but don't. Everything, the good, bad, and the otherwise, actually happened the way that it was supposed to. Every step, wrong, right, left, right, forward, backwards, as lightning just struck in front of me. Somebody left their chickens out. I hope that they're okay, right? All of that was part of your journey, and all of that was leading towards your happily ever after. As 2026 transforms, transits into 2027, those of you, not all of you, but the chosen ones who have chosen to do the work, who has said, you know what? This is fucked up, but I'm going to keep on moving. Those of you who have gone through your Job season and are still going, oh, baby, send me pictures of that table, the feast that is prepared in front of your enemies. Okay? Okay. We're going to make a big soul tribe collage out of it. Next, we have, before we go to the next, Spirit just said, before you go to bed, right, which would put you in somewhere in the eclipse window, or as you wake up, right, for those of you who are watching from South Africa, hi, Morty, right, if you're here, have a moment of gratitude where you're thankful for everything, everything, because everything, again, the good, bad, and the otherwise, is bringing you straight towards that happily ever after, towards that mending, towards the fixing, towards that cosmic alignment. Now we have recharge. Da da da. There you go, baby. My high priestesses, my fellow mystics, my fellow healers, my fellow feminine energies that have cried in the car on the way home from work, thinking that things will not get better, can't see a way out. It's not your job to see the way out, baby. It's your job to know that the way out is going to be revealed for you. Going back from being plucked from New York and being put in California overnight, a lot of you who are in that energy of being so hurt, so frustrated, so angry that things have gotten so hard, you are about to get a little bit of spiritual whiplash with how quickly things shift for you, how quickly things get fixed for you. Because with that lamb, the peace, the restoration with this 41-5, the changes that are coming in for you. Just as the card says, right? Breathe, let go. Clear your mind and know that a new day is about to dawn with this Ace of Swords. All of those prayers, all of those things you've been putting out into the universe, that you've been sending to your angels, to your guides, to the Most High. Some of you, it's about to be Christmas Day. You've been hoping and praying for this one thing to be under the tree, and you're going to receive so many things that you won't be able to see the tree anymore. Every day is Christmas and every night is New Year's Eve. Prepare for that lifestyle. And every night, before you go to sleep, practice that gratitude because you are about to be living the life that you once prayed for. Last but not least, in another confirmation of peace coming in, right? Living out loud delays with you really accepting the fact that you're about to have it all and do so unapologetically. Don't feel bad. What do they call that? Survivor's guilt? Don't feel bad for those that are not in their winning season. Don't feel bad for those that are starving while you are feasting because there was a point of time where the tables were turned. Some of you, you didn't tell anybody that you were starving. You didn't tell anybody that you just had enough for the kids. Mommy, why aren't you eating? Oh, I ate already. Lies. Spirit saw all of that because through all of that, you never gave up hope. You never gave up faith. You never cursed the name of the Most High. Hey, Job, this is why it's about to get you passed the test. That's what the eclipse is bringing for a lot of you. It is your graduation. It is you walking across the stage to receive the very thing you've been working so hard for over the past few months, few weeks, few years, couple of decades. Enjoy it. You earned it. There's always people who are thriving and people who are suffering. And there's always reasons for why one person is in one category and not another. That's not your business. You've made it through the most difficult part of your life. And you did it with nobody feeling sorry for you. So don't you dare use your precious, beautiful energy to feel sorry for anybody else. Nurturing, mentorship, wisdom. Your guides coming in, walking with you. What's that prayer? The footsteps in. Right? As you, Victor, release who you have to release. Continue to walk away. Process that grief. Process the sorrow that some of you are dealing with somebody that's not going to get it in this lifetime. They are probably going to get it in the next lifetime or maybe the lifetime after that. But they've missed the boat. They refuse to surrender, and that is on them. Yes, you love them. Yes, you have a bond. Yes, you have this. We're not going to discount any of that because all of that is valid, but you also have to validate the fact that you did your best. You showed up and did what you were supposed to do for this person. But if they're not going to turn around and realize that their blessings are not where their vices are, they're never going to enter the winning season, at least not in this lifetime. And it's not your job to drag or pull them along, right? Their ancestors, their guides, the rulers of their Ori are going to take care of that. And you're going to hear, you're going to see, right? Even if you have them blocked, your guides, their guides will Make it so that the information falls into your lap at the appointed time. That feels so heavy and it feels like a lot. Some of you are, a little tear, it's another lightning, roll down. Some of you are boo hooing, let it out. Internal storm finally releasing. I can see in my mind's eye messages that are going to you all in September, in October. No, Etta, guess what? Etta, guess what? Etta, I have a surprise for you. Etta, I have great news for you. Etta, you wouldn't believe, baby. I believe it because I can see it. I can feel it. I can smell it. Do you smell what the rock is cooking? Some of you have no idea how good it's about to get. And we've been hearing that, right? That the collective has no idea how good it's about to get, but when, right? Some of you have been getting that same message since 2024. Do not forget, spirit time and our time, we're not on the same timing, right? What do they say about a day in God's eye? It's like but a moment. Hmm. In your moment of restoration, your moment of living life out loud. While the chaos and the shenanigans, right, go on in the world, you will be just fine. You and yours will be just fine. That being said, why am I craving Chinese food? All of a sudden. All of a sudden, let's get into the messages on what this lunar eclipse is bringing, the signs. We're going to start with Virgo, right? Because it is Virgo season. And see what you guys need to know in love, in life, or any other area of your life. As with all the messages that come out, only take what resonates. If you are here and you're really tapped in, tuned in, you're going to hear what I'm saying, but you're also going to receive downloads from your guides, your angels, because they're like, while you're here, this is what I need you to do, Sandra or Jeffrey or Anita, right? They're going to have that one on one with you. Listen, because you're going to need that advice. You're going to need that guidance to help you navigate man's nonsense, right? With the end of the year and here in the States, right? The midterm elections and the horses and the mystery meat coming in from overseas and a lot of things to, how do you say, those red herrings, those false flags. Pay attention to what's important. What is the tea that the signs need to know about this lunar eclipse in beautiful, beautiful Pisces? Now, this could be for your sun, moon, and or rising. So some of you will get multiple signs. What is the tea for the signs? And then we'll give the tarot a quick shuffle. It's getting, I don't know, maybe we'll do a couple of personal readings on the live. That sign up is in the you know where. There's still a delay on sessions because I'm trying to catch up with everybody. Holy Spirit, what do the signs need to know? Okay. About this lunar eclipse. Some of you have been slacking on your cleansings and your prayers. Just like when you're at the gym and you have a goal, you could only reach that goal through consistency. Prayer and meditation works the same way. I'm not sure who that is for, but you know who you are. Do better, beloved. Because we all want to hear your success story, but you have to do what you're being called to do. Who are here and who are watching from the other side, the Empress. Not only is Virgo season bringing the collective, that peace, that balance, the birth, the birth of your dreams, your visions into your reality. Virgos are being asked to sit and reflect on everything that's happened and everything that they want to happen and know that they really need to manifest. Virgo, you are really being begged to really, no, not manifest, really know that you attract, you don't chase. You put your word out there and you wait for your words to return, and knowing that it will never, ever, 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 ever return to you void. The tea that this full moon is bringing, clarifying, you need to know, dodging bullets, blocking negativity, escaping crazy people, protected by the haters. This is truly, as I get a little choked up. My goodness, Virgo, sun, moon, and or rising. Forget sitting pretty. Not only is this the end of your war, the end of your battle, this is your season. This is your era where life caters to you. This is the time where you get to rest. This is the time where people may think they could come and fuck with you, but they're going to have to fuck around and find out, because you are now untouchable. This last battle that you have won, this last victory that you have claimed, it has catapulted you into a space where you are untouchable. Now it's time to reap the rewards of everything that you've been putting out there. Libra, sun, moon, and or rising. Moving forward, moving up. The worst is behind you. I love that this is water, Pisces energy, swords, mental energy, the energy of victory through one's own conviction, one's own determination, one's own resiliency. Side note, Libra season confirming the end of September, beginning of October is where you're going to really start seeing things shifting as a collective. Don't look back, baby. You're not going in that direction. Your tea with this full moon. Oh, baby. Everyone that doubted you, everyone that said that, oh, it's never going to work out. Oh, you're dreaming too big. Oh, that will never happen for you. Nobody in our family has da. All the negative Nancys and negative Normans are going to eat crow, right? They're going to eat their words as they see you drift into the sunset directly into your happily ever after, which is not to say there won't be some turbulence along the way, but it's going to be manageable. It's going to be nothing compared to what you just survived. Scorpio, sun, moon, and or rising. Speaking about survival with this card, right? You too have a new day that dawning. You too have embarked on a new leg of your journey. You too are in a moment where the worst is behind you. 13 for the crossroads. You have two birthdays. This one in 26 and 27. They're highlighting the next 13 months are going to be a whirlwind. They're going to go by so quickly and bring you so many changes. Just make sure, like Libra, you don't look back, because that will trip you up. Your T, do I need to explain this any further, Scorpio? And I like that you're also ordered, just drifting towards your happily ever after. Sagittarius, sun, moon, and or rising. I'm a bit nervous. Ten of Pentacles. All the blocks to your stability, going back to what was said in the beginning of the collective, Sagittarius, sun, moon, and or rising. Get ready to go home. When I think of home, I think of a place where love is overflowing. I wish I was home. I wish I was back there with the things I've been knowing. Tall grass bends into leaning. Suddenly, life has new meaning, right? That's from The Wiz, right? Home. Stephanie Mills. Did I get that right? Yeah. The biggest thing with The Wizard of Oz was Dorothy understanding that she had the power within her the whole time. Going back to what was said in the collective about everything through the journey, right? The wrongs, the rights, the missteps, the lefts, the rights, the turns, the things you know you should have done but didn't do, right? Going back to that don't beat yourself up energy, Sag, that message was for you. All of that, like Dorothy's journey through the Wizard of Oz, was part of building you up to become the person you are supposed to be. Showing you, as I look up and see 333, showing you who you are. You had to go through what you had to go through. Now get ready to go home where you have that stability, especially if you have Virgo placements. And this time, it's stability that sticks. This time, there's no more people wishing you this and wishing you harm to block your progress and delay. They're going to have to watch you live that happily ever after. Ooh, that is so beautiful. The tea, dearest Sag. Good night, farewell. I'm going to close the live. I'm going to pop some bottles and celebrate with you. Mind you, I'm also sad, right? Listen, going back to what was said about practicing gratitude for the good things and the not so good things that have been happening over the past 18 months, 24, 30, so long as it's been Sag, Sun, Moon, and or rising. All of that's behind you. It's time to celebrate. It's time to celebrate in your new home. Capricorn, no, no, Capricorn, yeah. Capricorn, sun, moon, and or rising. We're almost halfway through the signs, and a lot of you, especially my soul tribe members, the way the cards are coming out, the way the downloads are coming through, this is my confirmation that you've been doing what you're supposed to be doing. Congratulations. Capricorn, as I called somebody something Dior earlier, you're about to, you too are coming into a season where you want for anything, but it also feels like energetically, a lot of people are going to give you slack for being selfish, for sticking in your bubble and only helping those that helped you along your journey. Be prepared, dearest Capricorn, to get the business from former friends and so called family about what you should be doing about your newfound wealth, your newfound gifts, your newfound success. Fuck them people. We got that message last time we were live, right? The tea you need to know is hooked. But this is also giving me hangman energy. You, because of the bumps and the hurdles that you had to go through, the bumps in the road and the hurdles, you have a new perspective of life. Going back to that home song, right? Things have new meaning. Baby, you're growing up and realizing who you are and what you're meant to have. Going back to what was said for the collective, don't let anybody try to make you feel bad about what you want to do with your life. It's your life. Yes, we are reincarnated, so supposedly, right? And there's always a chance for a new day, and maybe you should listen. No, 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 no. If you make mistakes, that's part of the journey. If you don't make mistakes, that's also part of the journey. Trust your intuition, dearest Capricorn, because it's leading you directly into your era where you want for nothing. Aquarius, sun, moon, and or rising in Aquarius, you got two cards. Now, Five of Cups came out in the collective reading. Being in your head, Achilles heel, if you will. Aquarius, sun, moon, and or rising. Staying in your head is going to keep you stuck. At this point, you might have this one and that one doing a little bippity boppity boo. You might have this one and that one talking shit on your name. Don't forget to use your transmutation oil, by the way. But the biggest enemy, your biggest op, is you. Stop it. You are literally in a moment right now of deceiving yourself. And even though these past few weeks have shown you what you are being stubborn about, you are refusing to turn around and see the brighter side of things. And that's a free will choice. There's nothing we can do to force you because they tried. If you want to stay with your head down, you want to stay in your head, you want to stay doubting your own magic and your own power, be prepared to receive a very sucky life. Just know you have the power within you to change that at any time just by shifting your thoughts, shifting your belief, and really commanding the knowledge, the wisdom, and the understanding that you are a powerful magnetic being. Your T is Inside Scoop. A closer look. They want you to fail. I get it. And some of those people in that they want you to fail. It's kind of hard, right? It gets stuck in your throat that somebody so close to you, somebody that's blood would want the worst for you. You're right, it is messed up. There's no way to sugarcoat it. And I'm not being dismissive when I say it happens to all of us, especially those of us that have had to let the Most High come in and confirm for you with that, right? A greater gift. Those people are supposed to talk that stuff to get in your head, but they're not. That voice is not supposed to win. Your voice is supposed to win. When are you going to let yourself win? That's what this full moon is bringing, is asking you. It can't bring you wish fulfillment. It can't bring you those manifestations until you answer that question. I want to know too. Either put it in the comments or message me later. Pisces, the sign of the moment, right? Because this eclipse is happening in your sign. Too much is given, much is expected. We know that you have this ability to have this 1 foot here on earth, 1 foot in the spiritual. We know a lot of Pisces are really coming into their spiritual wisdom, their spiritual energy, commanding their gifts. You are reminded that your gifts are not just for yourself. Your gifts are so that you are a gift to other people. Just be careful with who you give to. Just don't give for giving's sake. Give to those you are called to give to. Help those you are called to help because some will come pretending to be your Matthew and they are your Judas. This full moon is asking you for you to really buckle down into your discernment and make no apologies for the steps that you are about to take. This place is feels like the things that you have outgrown, the things you have walked away from. Don't look back because you are about to come into a season, right, where you have more than enough, right? You have enough to take care of yourself, your loved ones, be a blessing to your friends, and be a blessing to strangers and still have more than enough. In order to keep that flow going, you are really being asked to stay away from people, places, and things that do not support your vision, that do not support your dreams, that do not have the same giving, beautiful heart that you do. Okay? Okay. Aries, sun, moon, and or right. Cover this little one up a little bit, right? Hey now, you are another one that's about to have a new day dawn, a day that is filled with wish fulfillment, abundance, and blessings. This is about to be a thing of the past. Expect for your cup to overflow. Expect for debts to supernaturally be erased. Expect for opportunities for this to always be filled to magically fall into your lap. But like Pisces and Aquarius, you have to believe. Taurus, sun, moon, and or rising. Make sure your words are aligned with your actions. Just don't talk a good talk just to sound good. Make sure you are living that truth. Living in your truth like Capricorn unapologetically. People are going to have something to say about the decisions you're making, right? Let them. That has nothing to do with you and everything to do with them. Your tea with this full moon, happily ever after, a lot of people are going to be super duper upset with how good. No worries. No worries. You are uplifted, exalted, and protected. They might think they're going to try to stop your winning season, but all that's going to do is make your wins that much greater, that much better, that much more beautiful. Gemini, sun, moon, and or rising, building, collaborating, working with your destiny helpers to help you manifest those dreams into your reality. Going back to what was said at some point about this time it's sticking, I think it came out for Sagittarius, that ability on every single level as my YouTube quickly went out. So if you guys missed that message, right? It's a building a stable, secure home that's filled with love, affection, and I'm hearing built out of bricks. Not straw, not sticks, but bricks, right? So nobody can huff and puff and try to blow down this thing that you are creating, this beautiful life that you are creating. They may try, but going back to what was said in the collective, they're going to fuck around and find out that you're the last person that they should get in the way of. Clarified by into you. Good chemistry, great vibes, positive. But this is also giving the imagery of being at home, being at peace, fully celebrating the things that you have created. Cancer, sun, moon, and or right, because you know we gotta keep it. Um, we gotta keep it social media safe with the new guidelines and thing and thing and thing and thing. The devil card has come out again, right? As I make it, hold on. Maybe we do it this right? Not going to understand why you can't hang out with the cool kids anymore, why you don't want to do this anymore, why you're giving up this, why you're going to celebrate, why you're not hanging out. It's not meant for them to understand. They're not going with you on your journey. Anybody who doesn't support your detachment from your childish ways, they are actually telling you that they're not eligible to go with you on the next leg of your journey. They're going to be watching and they're going to give you slack, right? Which came out for somebody else as well, right? Pay them no mind and let them watch. Cancer, it really feels like you might want to do things to keep the peace. There's no do things that keep the peace for you, that keep the happiness for you. Stop worrying about what everyone is going to think and do, and that is none of your business. Your job is to keep trusting your intuition, do the thing that you've been called to do, walk away from who you have to walk away from, break those chains so you can finally find that peace and that freedom. Last but not least, Leo, Sun, Moon, and or right. Now, if you know a Leo, like I know a Leo, you know that justice has already been served. If you know a Leo, like I know a Leo, you know that the same thing they wished for you, oh, I wish she would, is the same thing they unexpectedly found themselves facing. This is just the beginning. I'm hearing one by one, they all fall down. Meditate, cleanse, heavy on the cleansing your body, your home, your spaces on a regular basis because a lot of people are big mad that the first one went down. They think you're something that you're absolutely not. And because of that, they got to put you in your place. No worries. The Most High is going to put them in their place as you get to watch from the table the feast that has been prepared in the presence of your, you know how the rest goes. Is also the energy payback, right? Confirming what was just said. And I'm hearing payback by what is that? James Brown? Payback. Oh, they're just gonna have to learn the hard way. Not everybody is just so magical that we can do the impossible. No, 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 no. We just have powerful ancestors and protectors that do not play about us in the least bit. Okay? Okay. I know on the TikTok side, the messages are to the left, right, and you can't really see it, but when you watch it on the replay, all of the cards, for the most part, are in full view. Ashe. If you missed any part of the message, as soon as we click off, it's immediately available at the you know where, right? Trying to keep it guidelines safe. Was speaking about YouTube. Let's see who's on the of course. Of course. Hi, Krista. How are you? Hi, J Max. Thank you for keeping the space safe and sacred. Whimsical Pisces. Oh, I will definitely. I just got a message. I forgot to tell you guys that I recorded a podcast earlier in the summer. That episode is going to be available next month. I'll put the link on the bulletin board. But she just messaged me, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I never told you guys. Virgo rising and Sag, I'm here for it too. I'm here for it too. Hi, Nancy. Oh, Nancy, we have a lot to talk about. Hi, Layla. What are the odds that we're having a thunderstorm, right? On completely opposite sides of the ponds. I love that. Hi, Shantae. How are you? How are you? How are you? How are you? I'm so grateful that you guys were able to join us because, we didn't give any messages, right? I just hopped on and hoped that you guys would be here. Hey, SWV. Hey, Momo. Nat, it's been forever. How are you? How are you? What type of podcast? It was just basically an interview of what I do and why I do it. Ask me what I said. I don't remember. I heard the eclipse is trying to. Hi, Lande. Have you been doing your cleansing? On the 16th, what was going on for you? And you need to budget a trip to where the ocean is. You have to get to the water as soon as you can. But yes, it is bringing people back, right? To have that final goodbye, to have that final, you know what, you did da 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 da, no hard feelings. Because you know they're about to receive karmic justice. And your guys want you to watch. So you know how these things actually play out for you. It's one thing to hear it, but it's another thing to actually see how it plays out. So you might want to unblock them, hear what they have to say about to bear witness to just how much you are loved by ancestors. Thank you, Vixie. Hi, Dorsey. How are you? This has been an amazing year for my OG Soul Tribe members. You guys know who you are, right? The ones that have been on with us, that started with us between July 22 and January 23. You guys, like, when we can, we're going to just go down the list. And this person did this, and this person did that, and congratulate on this, and congratulate. Like we did. There's a moment. I love that it's a heart sticky note, right? And it was right here. I have a whole bunch because these are my favorite. Ebony Angel, how are you, my love? Hey, Mars, Mars. Hey, how are you? There's a bunch of you that emailed me, messaged me that I haven't been able to get back to, but over the next couple of days, I don't even want to say the word, right? Those of you who work in medical know that even though the ER looks CALM, we don't say that word, especially not during a full moon. So while it looks like the chaos may have not chaosing anymore, right? I'm going to do my best to get back to everyone. Hi, Pink Lotus. Apple user 88467092. How are you? That's why I don't answer all calls. I don't. I do not. Leave me a voicemail. I might get back to you. Teresa, journey hasn't been easy, but I keep going forward with God. Yep, Teresa, keep going forward. Keep going. I'm actually going back to my family home this week. Ebony, that song, right, which I'm probably going to play as soon as I click off the live, that Home by Stephanie Mills. And if you're not familiar with the song, I'm definitely going to put it in my stories so you can listen to it. Like, yes, much needed, long overdue. But going on with YouTube, but it keeps reconnecting. Matter of fact, YouTube crew, because we get a little bit more action over on the clock app on the TikTok side. So we're going to end the live here. So viewers, I pray that you have an amazing day. Marching orders, you know what you have to do to really use of this beautiful Piscean energy that we are under. Look back to what was going on end of February, beginning of March, what you were putting out in the universe, what you were hoping for, praying for, wishing for, and prepare to receive it. Ashe.